Yeah. That's crazy. Alright. Oh shit, my water.
Water is cool.
Water's good.
Oops.
Alright. Alright, welcome to the episode there, Patrick. How are you today?
All going pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had a nice relaxing weekend. Vikings wrapped up the season with a win over the Packers. Ha!
Yeah.
Take that, Green Bay.
Well, yeah, against the B squad.
But,
team,
I mean,
though.
but yeah, they're in the
Yeah.
playoffs and we're not, so.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
W is a W, it feels nice.
It does. So welcome to Liberty Forge. This is a opinion-based podcast. This is our opinion. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Watch something else.
Agreed.
I know how much you love my intro on that.
I love it. That is the perfect intro.
Anyway, so the reason why we are here today is we actually had a guest who was trying to come on, but could unfortunately not make it. But I do want to give a shout out to Michael Vale. We will get that episode going here, and of course it's hashtag No Tax 2026. If you need to Google that, let's jump on board here with Michael and let's join a revolution.
Send a message.
As the theme song says to the intro here to the show. All right, so unfortunately he's not going to be here today, but Patrick was the person who was going to bring Michael here. So Patrick and I are going to talk a little bit about some breaking news today.
Mhm.
Heard of some rumblings yesterday about Tyrant Timmy is going to no longer run for re-election for governor in 2026. Wow.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know how you could or how he thinks he would seriously even really have a chance at all with everything that's going on right now that's hitting the news. Like, honestly, if you think about it, when Kamala picked him to run as VP,
Yeah.
it opened the door for this.
Oh.
Because all eyes went on Tim, and seeing how that white guy code talker was just really a retard that was full of shit.
Hey, look. Alright, so I didn't live in Minnesota the entire time he was governor, but I heard about Tim Walz's actions even in Florida. It was on the Florida news down there.
Okay.
So this was before the presidential race.
Okay.
Because I was up here for 24. He is, well, it's like anything else. Basically, he just quit his job
Mm-hmm.
over allegations. I mean, that's what he did.
Yeah.
He quit his job. I mean, I have personally done that at jobs. They basically give you that ultimatum at places: either you quit or we fire you. It looks better if you quit.
Yep.
So,
Transfer.
yeah. So I think that's honestly what he did. I think he realizes that he is in trouble, and if he gets out of the spotlight for a little bit, it may make it less painful.
Well, the thing is either it was intentional or it was incompetence. And the thing is neither one of those is good. And
Well, neither one of those is a good.
Yeah, neither one of those bails you out.
Yeah.
Because either way, it's.
Yeah, if you're ignorant.
And this is why, like we were just saying, there's a new 22% tax here in Minnesota, and that's just insanity.
Yeah.
That we're taxes again.
There you go,
It
back
all
to the
boils-
taxes
It
thing.
all boils back to them getting their cut on everything.
You know, and I completely agree on the Tim Walz thing here. He either ignorance or incompetence, and if you were ignorant to it, then you're incompetent anyway, because you were supposed to be the leader of our state. You were supposed to be the guy that has all the answers for us. and you obviously did not care enough about Minnesota, seeing you're not even from the state originally.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
That you want to funnel that much money through dummy corporations. I mean, literally, they couldn't even spell learning right.
Yeah.
The Leering Center.
Leering. I mean, it was the sign maker's problem, sure. Most of them just, print what you give them.
Exactly. So
Just
in other words,
saying.
you
I
can't-
know a few of them
Oh,
guys.
I've had music bingo cards go through that have the wrong phone number on it because I put 269 instead of 259. So I'm like, well, that's a lot of paper. Guess what?
It's going out.
It's going out. Apologized to everybody and told them if they want to call me, here's my real number. But I just can't understand the capacity of how much money has been now wasted through this administration in Minnesota.
Well, good thing that since, all the attention got brought recently, Timmy decided to, make a new little fraud oversight committee that I'm sure he's handpicking. So, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna find a lot. I'm holding my breath on that one.
Yeah, what they need for that is they need an
What a
outside.
joke.
Another joke really, honestly, is an outside source that is non-compliant to either side, which you're never gonna find nowadays because everybody leads one way or another. I hate to say it, the day of the centralist is gone. Because I used to be a centralist until the Liberal Party completely took over communism and socialism stuff. I leaned a lot towards Democrat because, I was a hard-working American. That's what the DFL stood for, was the...
At one time.
At one time. My dad was a lifelong Democrat until Ronald Reagan came into the office, and then he completely switched over, went from Reagan, and then he went back to the Democrats because, obviously, Walter Mondale wasn't gonna be the right choice for president or whoever the hell.
Minnesota's still trying to pick him.
So the centralist person now is gone. It's either left versus right.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's just how far.
exactly, how far right are you? How far left are you?
Cause there's crazy on both ends.
Oh,
of
there's
that
crazy,
spectrum, for
absolutely
sure.
crazy on both ends here. Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with 90% of what happens on the left, nor the right.
Mhm.
I am still a centralist. I want to be a centralist. I want to be a neutral party because, to be honest with you, I hate picking sides. I'd rather work as one, which is really where we need to be, is working as one for the nation, not for individualism.
Yep.
And that's where we're losing the fight, is it's all about the individual. Everybody wants to be an individual. This is supposed to be a melting pot. The United States is a melting pot.
Yep.
You're supposed to bring everybody in.
We are the best of the best of the best.
Sir.
Sir.
And I'm all for immigration.
I
I'm
mean,
all for it.
we are the best. It only took us, 37 minutes to go get
Yeah.
mustache in Venezuela?
Yeah, 37 minutes.
Or something, I don't know,
Yeah, it
I'm
was,
making that up, but it was
well,
quick.
it was Special Forces Delta, so I would say, actually, I think it just rolled across the Fox scanner on the bottom that it was the couple-hour standoff, and then they peacefully surrendered. So I'm guessing they locked themselves in a specific, because the house was breached. I've seen the pictures of the house. The house was breached.
So we're, okay, so.
They were on the second floor.
No,
when they-
no,
oh.
okay, so, I don't know, because I was doing some work the other night, or driving, whatever, it was in the middle of the night, and I seen it, I opened up my phone, and, you see the bombs go.
Oh, yeah.
It's like breaking right now, it's like, I'm just like, whoa, like
Yeah.
I just got home or something, right? And it wasn't, I was like, well, that's crazy, wake up, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
let's go for breakfast, boys, good job. Like, whoa, like, what happened? So, like, what I'm wondering is what we were watching, because, the world was watching that bombardment right
Oh.
away. How close was what's his nuts to that? Because, I mean, or were they just doing the like, we know he's here, so we're gonna draw everybody's attention here, you know, watch my hand
Yeah.
while this one robs you, you know?
Actually, what those were, controlled attacks on military establishment buildings
Oh, okay.
and the airport, so there was no opportunity for him to try to escape by plane. He was actually in one of his safe houses when they found him on the other side of the city. So yes, you're right, they did bomb a bunch of stuff on one side, and then they
It's a
came
better
in,
reason than what I was thinking.
and they came in basically through the back door and said, all right, we know where you're at, they got him. Yeah, it was less than, I know it was less than a couple hours, because it was immediate, the perp walk, which really was, I'm like, geez, that big, he's huge. That dude's gigantic. Those cops that were walking him had to have been 6'2", and he was easily 4 or 5 inches taller than, I'm like, that is one big dude. I could see how he could be, I mean, you know, when you think of a leader, you think of somebody strong and virile and macho that
Big
can,
in stature.
big in stature, and obviously, you know, looking at him, obviously knowing what we know has been alleged towards him, he was not a good man. You know, he was basically funding the narco-terrorism that was going on, but we were talking about this on the way in. We all know the reason why it's Venezuela that they went after.
Yeah.
Because he's already done with Venezuela, Trump. He's already done with that.
He's on to the
like,
next thing.
Marco and Pete, you guys got this down there, you run that. But anyway, we were talking about it. Obviously, the reason why they're after Venezuela is for the oil.
Oh, yeah.
Because crude oil prices have already dropped since Friday. When they,
Oh, I haven't,
Yeah.
I've been busy, yeah.
Yeah, so crude oil prices have dropped already, just because now,
Imagine that.
yeah, let's see. The United States invades a company that's rich as resources as oil and fentanyl.
Yeah.
And they obviously, they showed on Fox today, they showed, what was it, 6, 12, 18, 20, 22 days of the narco boats that they blew up with the,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, oh, so they're keeping track of how many they've exploded. But it's oil, and that's the whole reason that this is happening. It's not about the democracy, because they left everybody in power except for him.
Mm-hmm.
Maduro is the only one they took out, him and his wife.
Yeah, why is white?
Conspiracy to commit the same crimes because they're married and they spend a lot of time together.
Okay.
Or a whistleblower said something that
Sure.
was confirmed to be possibly true, so that would then lead to being able to arrest her.
She's in on it, they say?
She's basically in on it. I mean,
Okay.
if your husband's that powerful, you're probably in on it.
Or
'Cause
you
it's-
just do what you're told. I mean, I don't know.
Hence, they
Yeah.
have both pled not guilty, and the next court date isn't set until March 17th, for his defense team to go over all the information.
So also,
So they have-
why is he going in court here? Cause we have him?
No, because the indictment was filed in New York from the past Attorney General for the United States during Trump's administration the first time. I don't remember what his name is now. He filed the arrest warrant in 2020, and they have put a $25 million bounty on him back in 2000, and I believe Trump upped it to 50 million.
Yeah, 50 mil?
50
And
mil.
and still nobody knew where he was.
And nobody knew
Still
where he
nobody,
was, so
but-
the US said, all right, to hell with it, let's just go get him. And
But
'cause
no,
Trump
think
Trump-
about that.
Trump
50
even-
mil, and nobody knows where he is?
Yeah.
Like you said, he commanded something, didn't he? Let's just say it wasn't in a good way, whatever,
No.
but 50, like, I'm sorry. I might have seen him for 50 mil.
I think the.
And an airplane ticket.
Yeah, and yeah, cause that 50 million you're gonna need for cosmetic surgery, that's for sure.
Yep.
But the funny Trump story out of that was, he goes, well, I guess we use that 50 million for something else now. And I was just like, you know, how can, it was great. It was the perfect, he literally, if he wanted to, he could do stand-up.
Yeah. But not if he tried.
No.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to come out and do an actual set where he prepares for it. He's just gonna come out and Matt Rife the thing.
Yeah.
You know? And I would actually pay, literally, look. If he had a pay-per-view event and said, all the money is gonna go towards something that we raise on this, I'm just gonna come out and I'm gonna literally talk like everybody wants me to talk, and I'm gonna tell a bunch of stories. I would pay for that. Him unfiltered, with no script, would be comedy gold. Comedy gold.
It would need a format. And it would work great.
Oh, like I said, he could tell old stories of, you know, this one time, you know, a lot of people, you gotta get the hand in there, just the hand, not the elbow. I watch a lot of Shane Gillis, cause Shane Gillis does an amazing.
He's got him down.
He's got him down, so good. He's even got the little lip thing. So, yeah, we were watching Fox before we came in here, and, I tried to go to CNN today, because I wanted to hear their side of the story. Crickets about Tim Walz. Crickets.
Weird.
I mean, literally, they were talking about, I'm pretty sure they were talking the other side of Maduro's arrest. They're probably in the lots where the people are protesting and stuff like that.
Sure.
Because, you know, it's their side of the agenda, their narrative of it.
Commies are gonna commie.
Yes, and then as we were getting up to come in here, now Trump is claiming that Cuba's ready to fall.
Yeah.
Is that a hint, Don? You know what though? I'm gonna say Mr. President, because he's doing what he said he was gonna do.
And playing risk at the
And
same
playing
time.
risk, playing human risk here. Just, well, you know, we're gonna take Greenland next, because, you know, Greenland,
It's so green.
so green.
We love green.
We love all that green. Actually, the reason.
Green is good.
The reasoning why they want it now is for the,
Oh, it's strategic.
it's strategic for lots of military and lots of air flight to be able to go through Greenland, which would cut down on times, which would allow.
What, there's a no-fly zone over Greenland?
You know, I believe Greenland has a no-fly zone. I believe but it's the
Aliens.
Yeah.
It's gotta be aliens.
It's the resources. Of course,
No.
they want the resources.
But what's there?
Oil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and very, very precious metals. Greenland is actually
On
90% ice.
Like in Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Greenland is very cold, and Iceland is very nice.
But yeah, so I think it's hilarious, but at the same time, I think it's sad, because I do believe what we talked about on the first episode with the war coming, which is very soon, because if he keeps giving this open platform to just do whatever Donnie wants, because Mr. President is pretty much the most powerful man in the universe right now, besides the guy from China. I think those two are they're neck and neck for who I fear China more than I fear anybody else right now.
Yeah, they're the only,
Real threat to America.
if you wanna call it that, but yeah.
Russia's resources are so depleted right now with this Ukrainian war, they've got nothing left but nukes.
Yeah.
Which, then again, we're also, by the way, realize. Just remember, when you're not sucked into the system, you understand things a lot more. But their resources are drained. I mean, that's why they had to call in North Korea for help for a while there, which of course the North Koreans got obliterated and left in masses. So, I mean, China's the only one right now that, if you look at the size of their army.
And that's just numbers, it's just a numbers game
Yeah,
there.
now it's just a numbers game.
Yeah.
But
I think we might have better tech.
I think we have better tech. I think we have soldiers that fight for a reason.
We got crayon eaters here.
We got crayon
We've
eaters
got
here.
the craziest of crayon eaters.
Well, and if you think about it, we have a vice president that just went and trained with the Navy SEALs. He did a day with the Navy SEALs doing
Yeah, yeah.
training. He's still fit-ish.
Yeah.
I'm sure he didn't train real hard, but great photo op of him actually out there doing the stuff.
He got a little sweaty.
Hey,
Okay.
I'll give him that. He got sweaty or got wet from the water by the. Anyway.
I mean, whatever.
But at least I know if Trump goes down, we have somebody that is got a good shoulders. He stands tall. I like JD Vance. I've watched his movie. I've kind of did a little
There's a
research.
movie? What?
Yeah, Hillbilly Elegy is his life story. It's a great movie.
Oh.
Starring what the hell? Anyway, yeah, it's a great movie. You should watch it. It shows his upbringing until he paid for his way through law school and then went into the military.
Movie or like documentary?
Movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
Glenn Close plays his mom. No, his grandma, and Amy Adams plays his mom.
Interesting.
Oh, it's a phenomenal, yeah, which is almost a hyper, whatever the word is, that both of those liberal people.
Hyperbolic?
Yes, thank you. These two liberal women, Hollywood women, would play, well, at the time.
Well, see, they're just acting.
Exactly. At the time, he was still just running for governor or whatever he was.
Yeah, is this the thing, it's off that book he wrote?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hillbilly Elegy.
'Cause I knew he wrote a book.
A great movie.
It got made into a movie.
Yeah, great
Oh,
movie.
I love that.
It made me appreciate how almost conceited he is.
Hmm.
He's smug,
Yeah.
but he is.
I understand this.
The life he lived to get to where he is today. He
earned-
deserves.
he earned it?
He earned every step of it. So when Donald Trump said JD Vance is going to be my vice president, I was like, oh shit, okay, I remember this story.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, and then of course the debate was absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
It showed that he had poise.
Well, how old is he?
He's in his
He's-
early
I was
40s.
gonna say, yeah, he's
He's-
a little bit older than me, but yeah, 'cause he reminds me of that, like in the debate, the comebacks.
Oh.
It's very comebacks, like of the. He almost just, would look at walls. He could have looked at walls and like, wait, retard say what?
Yeah.
It's something like. That's the thing, though. See, here in Minnesota, we've been calling Tim a retard long before everybody
rocks and cows, man.
before Trump did.
Yeah, the rocks
He's
and cows comment.
he's late to that parade.
Yeah,
Just saying.
unfortunately. Yeah, he never respected anything that had to be done up north here, because like I said, he called us nothing but rocks and cows up here. And that stuck.
Yeah, no, Tim's a piece of shit.
Tim's a piece of shit, and I hope he goes down, and I hope Omar goes down, and I hope everybody that's involved in this fiasco that has milked. They're saying now it could even be in the tens of billions instead of
Yeah.
the 8 now. because now they're finding new evidence and stuff like that. You know, and this, who was the reporter that you brought up on the last episode? The kid.
Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
Yeah.
You know, Nick Shirley really did a great expose on showing the fraud
Mm-hmm.
in $100 million worth of fraud just on an independent reporter. That's pretty good. And of course, the
not
death
too bad
threats now.
for not too bad for a YouTuber. But no, so and then of course you hear about there's that numbskull Lisa DeMuth or whatever the hell her dumbass name is. She's one running for Minnesota governor, but of course when all the Nick Shirley stuff popped off, she's all like, "I give him the intel. We have, you know."
Yeah.
You remember she came out and said that she was
Yeah.
in on it. Yeah, that's just a stunt.
Yeah.
Newsflash, that's just a stunt to try to get political gain.
Yeah.
Cause he showed up to committee hearing and got the intel there, or had his people show up, one of the two. That's why he had the paperwork, because when you go to these hearings, you receive an agenda.
Yep.
I know, I'm on multiple committees. We run multiple committees, man. So yeah, but now the sad part is all of the news stations are trying to hop on board. It's ridiculous. So Walz said that he's not running, which opens the door for that commie Amy Klobuchar.
Yeah, I knew the system was gonna throw her as the next candidate. I have such ill feelings towards her that I am probably not gonna say a whole lot on this topic, because she is not what represents Minnesota.
Yeah, that's true.
She is zero Minnesota. That woman has no class and no tact. I despise the name even. That's how much
I now, every time I meet an Amy, I just walk away.
yeah. And you know, it's gonna come down to a very close Republican Democrat, but the Democrats are gonna win again just because they have been, well, I don't know if they can steal the vote this year.
I don't know, there's a lot of deportations happening.
Yeah. There's a lot of,
Half their voter block just left.
well, and I guess now, that, they're actually leaving.
Oh,
Yeah, they're actually doing, they're doing self-deportation. A lot of them now are, at least,
before they get fucking caught, maybe?
yeah,
Just, I mean,
before ICE comes, I know they've been saying that they've seen an influx of people leaving the United States and going to other countries. So it could possibly be a self-deportation before ICE gets them, or they're just going
and
on
charges.
Yeah,
Because it's not just Somalians that know Minnesota's an easy mark, or
Oh, no.
California's an easy mark, or and so on, whatever, you know? They knew it was set up this way. Look at Minnesota. We've got the very openly communist socialist Tim Walz and Peggy Flanagan, whatever, Flanagan in there.
Yeah.
The real puppet master behind Walz. He's just a fucking do. I mean, you know, dance puppet dance.
Yeah.
Go out there and do your fucking white guy code talking and dance. I better calm down, he might kick my ass.
Yeah, I mean, he is what every woman wants, so apparently what he says, or every man fears his masculinity, or whatever it was. You know, I'm not gonna say anything about his military service, because he is a military veteran, So I'm not gonna say, even though it may be,
Take that with a grain of salt.
it may be inflated as it could be, but he did swear in, he did serve, he did go through boot camp. So, you know, to me, in my eyes, he is military, but I'm not gonna give him any accolades for it. But I'm also not gonna disparage him for his
He
military.
signed
service.
up, but he didn't do shit.
Well, no, it's not about that.
When he got
It's-
called to do shit, it's time to retire and run for office.
Exactly,
Fucking
that's,
pussy.
so that's why I didn't wanna get into it, because, you know, he did, you know, he never.
Allegedly, this is what I heard.
Yeah, I'm not, once again, this is an opinion-based show, piss off, I don't
Mhm.
care. But, in hindsight, who's gonna be, I mean, we talked about this prior to this episode, but, you know, who's gonna be the candidate that's gonna run against Klobuchar? I mean, they gotta have somebody strong.
Ooh, hold on just a second here, because I actually gotta pull this up. Because it's quite the list of people that are throwing their hat in the ring right now. Just 1 second here, take me a second. Where did it go? There we go. And there's like new people popping, still
Sure.
more people popping up, but as I say, Lisa DeMuth and Ryan Wilson,
Okay,
that's the team there. Patrick Knight, never heard of him.
never heard of him.
Brad Kohler, he's the old UFC fighter.
Yeah, I know Brad Kohler's name.
No, good guy. I've chatted with him and stuff. He came and supported the Defend the Guard.
Yeah.
Spoke at Defend the Guard last year. His heart's in the right place.
Yeah,
John Kryn,
okay.
whoever that is. Chris Medell, I don't know.
Chris,
Chris Medell
no, never heard it.
or Medell, I don't know.
Yeah,
And then we got perennial runner Phil Parrish, that, if you heard of him, it's because he's been running for things for a long time and
sure,
Number
never
one.
wins.
Kristen Robbins, I believe she is in charge of the Fraud Oversight Committee.
Okay,
Other than that, I really don't know much about her. And there's Kendall Qualls, which is, he ran last time,
okay,
and he lost the endorsement to Scott Jensen. He, what's his, he's like on the executive board of like Medtronic or
oh,
something like that.
alright, so
Yep.
Minnesota-based guy,
Yeah, well, he moved here.
okay,
I've chatted with him a few times, again, he's, I don't know. And then Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy.
Pillow guy.
So I think that's like, kinda like the new favorite.
Yeah, I think they definitely, I mean, he is Trump endorsed already, so.
He said Minnesota, how did he say it? Deserves a Mike Lindell or something like
Yeah.
that, or?
Yeah,
And then, so those are the guys, list of the people that are going to be going for the endorsement, but there is also, another Republican, he's running as a Republican, he's just not seeking the endorsement of the corrupt Minnesota establishment GOP.
Yeah.
That's right, I said it, what? But that's Raul Estrada.
Raul, yes.
Native American, I believe this makes him the first Native American, but man, is he ever a patriot, dude? Like, if you want, like, you want a ride or die patriot right
Yeah.
there that wants to go in and clean house and go home?
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
cleaned it up, don't fuck it up again?
I remember
That's
that.
essentially what his, you know.
I remember when we met with him on the podcast, he definitely sounded like, you know, hey man, I'm here to do one job and that's to clean this shit
Yep.
up and then I'm out.
And say, we've chatted with him too.
Yeah.
Both of us,
He,
couple other people.
definitely is going to, you know, if he can get the right, campaign trail, I think he's got a good chance of
He doesn't.
disrupting the movement, which is, basically left versus right. And I think he has a chance to steal a few votes away from possible blue,
Definitely.
which would be a great move for the radical right to win their election with Mike Lindell in there, because, like I said earlier, he was endorsed by Trump, so he's gonna, any MAGA person that's in Minnesota, Mike Lindell's gonna get their vote.
Yep.
Um,
They're already on his nuts.
Yeah.
Yep.
And obviously, if my voice matters in Minnesota, I'm not going for either one of the major parties. I'm gonna go independent. I'm gonna go for the person that I've talked to, that I've understood when I talked to them. They weren't using all political rhetoric.
The jargon?
Yeah, they weren't using the catchphrases that everybody hears when you hear a politician come to speak to anybody. They say the same speech they just change the names.
I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how I can help you.
So, speaking with Raul, that was a great conversation. Unfortunately, I had to leave halfway through, but him and his running mate, they sound like genuine Minnesotans that care and understand what it's like to live a rough life in Minnesota, and they want to get in there and they want to help the small person have a voice.
Yep. And see, here's where I think that he's got a leg up on everybody else is he's in that blue dot down there in the metro.
Yeah.
He's down there feeding people and running into burning buildings to save people and getting hero accommodations
Yeah.
from the cities and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like he has street cred down there.
Yeah.
So like you said, I think he's might be the only one that can steal blue votes.
Yeah, I do believe you're right on that. I believe.
And me personally, right now, he's my favorite. He's the one I like the most, and I would
Obviously,
say get behind him. Personally, that's just me.
my voice.
Make your own choice.
My voice is going to be heard this year, and it's definitely not going to be for Amy Klobuchar. So it's either going to be Mike Lindell, or if Raul makes it to the tabulation,
Mm-hmm.
then Raul will get my vote as well. I think he's definitely gonna steal some blue votes. He also might steal some red votes,
Mhm.
which is gonna hopefully not hurt, but if the establishment is still in place in the end of the year, which I'm hoping it gets dismantled a little bit at a time here with some indictments,
I'm trying to chip away at it.
chip away at it.
It's being chipped away.
It is definitely being chipped away at slowly, but you also have to do it with precision. It's
Mhm.
kind of like an ice sculpture. You can't just go in there and guns a-blazing. It takes a lot of time and effort.
Yep.
And I think the right thing is being done. I think the American people are getting screwed over. I think the Minnesotans are getting screwed over even worse than most Americans. And
We're
I
here in
believe,
Texasota.
yeah, here in Texasota, I can't believe I moved from a state that had no state tax back to Minnesota, thinking it was gonna be a good move. I mean, a third of my paycheck goes to medical insurance and taxes, a third.
And then everything you buy is taxed.
And everything you buy is taxed, and I still have a copay on my premium on my insurance, so I still gotta pay out of pocket before they'll cover everything. It's the biggest scam in the world.
Mhm.
And tax, like when Sam was here and he mentioned a 0.3% tax on tea.
Yeah, 3% we were pissed off over.
1776, 0.3% tax on tea caused the Revolutionary War.
Amongst others, but
Amongst
yeah.
other things, but it was the tipping point, as
Yeah.
Megadeth's new song, by the way, if you haven't
What?
heard
What?
the new Megadeth song, Tipping Point, fantastic. The whole album is gonna be, go back to their roots. The last album,
It's gonna sound like some good old Metallica.
it's going to actually.
Sorry,
Actually,
I had to.
he got
I had
permission.
to.
He got permission from Metallica. He's covering "Ride the Lightning" on there.
He gets to do his Ride the Lightning, you're
Yep.
saying?
Yep. But I've heard 3 songs
Oh,
off
yeah.
of the new Megadeth album, and it is fucking heavy. Yeah. So Tipping Point, if you haven't yet, go out. If you're one of those people that are this close to being fed up, go listen to Tipping Point. It might push you the right way. I know you got babies to pick up at 3 o'clock, right? All right, so we got about 2 more minutes to wrap up everything here, but so the biggest thing that we wanted to talk about today was Tim Walz not running for re-election for a
Yep.
3rd term.
So good news there, but
Good news there,
Bad news coming.
Bad news coming if an independent or a Republican does not win that seat, then the establishment is gonna still be in place, unless, of course, they can chisel away at that establishment and find more corrupt people that were involved in all of this absolute asinine fraud scheme that is now gonna probably reach into the tens of billions, not
oh
the
yeah,
8 billion.
it's a vast network, and don't think for a second that it's just a couple of people, and don't think for a second that Tim and others weren't benefiting while pretending to have a blind eye.
Everybody had their hand in it,
Mhm.
Republicans and Democrats
Oh,
alike.
definitely.
So I'm not gonna say that it's just.
Oh yeah, they funded the bill that helped
Yeah.
give them the money.
Yeah,
Lisa DeMuth
yeah,
was so proud of
yep,
funding.
yep,
Just saying,
yeah,
remember that.
yeah, no, once again, it's, the whole system is corrupt, everybody is broken. As much as I raved on how much I like JD Vance, I know he's a politician. The only person out of that entire group that is not two people, I'm gonna say this about Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth is not a politician.
Yeah, well,
Pete Hegseth is a military man
Yeah.
who is in charge of the Department of War. Okay, he is not a politician, and when he speaks, he's not a politician speaking. He is a military soldier. Speaking.
He's a military guy talking, so take that.
Yes. So
if you don't know, go talk to one.
Pete
You'll
Hegseth
figure it out.
and Donald Trump are the only 2 non-politicians that we have in that cabinet right now. And Donald Trump he doesn't need any money, so he's not gonna be able to be, once you reach a certain amount of money, somebody
No one's
comes
gonna
to you and
convince
says,
you
here's
anything."
$50,000 to look the other way, he's gonna win. I wipe my ass with that,
Yep.
okay? So I know he doesn't have millions and billions in cash, he's got a lot of assets.
Yeah.
Which assets still account for your wealth.
Yeah.
It's not like he walks around with rolls of $100 bills in his pocket, he doesn't need to.
Yep.
Everything is given to him now, cause he's the president. So he doesn't, I'm not,
You say he's well off enough to do whatever the fuck he wants.
and yeah, and what's he
And he
doing?
does.
Yeah, and what's he doing instead of retire?
Some of it's good, some of it's
Some of it's, I have not, had too many moments lately that I did have one what the fuck moment. And that was, of course, when he used the word against Timmy Walz. And, the movement that started after that with the lines of cars going by the governor's mansion.
Good times.
Good times in Minnesota. We, obviously are a little, pissed off, if you would say.
Yeah.
So, anyway, this has been another episode of the Liberty Forge. I wanna say thank you to Patrick for coming out today and hanging out for a little while. And of course, the episodes will be up on YouTube here. Once again, thanks to Michael Vale
Yeah.
for at least attempting to try to make it on here. Hashtag #NoTax2026.
Yeah,
I
he
will.
really started the ball rolling on this thing, man. I've been paying attention, and it's picking up steam. There's a lot of people that know Michael Vale now in Cedar Sense, and
Yeah,
because
Cedar
he's,
Sense,
he's
I
Hey,
wanted to give a
hey,
shout out to Cedar Sense as well, absolutely.
He's pissed off enough, and it's making sense, because tell you what, nobody, no tax 26, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna come get all of us?
Yeah, are they gonna arrest everybody?
They ain't got the room or the manpower, just saying.
If you don't know what we're talking about, just to Google search hashtag no tax 2026, you'll,
Just 26, not 2026.
is it
Just, yeah,
Oh,
no
okay.
tax number 26.
no tax number 26, all right, hashtag that. All right,
Yeah.
peace, love, and happiness, I'm out of here. I am Dr. Rock, that was Patrick. We'll talk to you on the flip side.
See ya.
All right.
What